The drama surrounding Jaron Boots Ennis had been building for years. Every dazzling performance, every highlight reel knockout, every prediction from trainers and analysts seemed to point toward the same conclusion. Boxing was witnessing the rise of a future superstar. Yet questions still lingered. Could he handle a relentless pressure fighter? Could he take a punch from a naturally strong welterweight? And perhaps most importantly, could he deliver the kind of statement victory that would force the entire division to pay attention? Standing across the ring in Atlantic City was a man who had no intention of being another stepping stone. Roiman Villa had earned a reputation as one of the toughest fighters in the welterweight division. The Colombian warrior wasn't known for flashy skills or slick movement. What he brought instead was something far more dangerous, unbreakable determination. He marched forward, absorbed punishment, and kept throwing punches long after most fighters would have looked for an exit. Earlier in the year, he had shocked the boxing world with a career-defining victory over Rashidi Ellis, proving that his pressure and resilience could break even elite opposition. As the fighters received their final instructions and touched gloves in the center of the ring, the atmosphere felt electric. For Ennis, this was more than another title defense. It was an opportunity to silence critics and strengthen his claim as the future king of the welterweight division. For Villa, it was the chance to derail the hype train and transform his own career forever. From the opening bell, Ennis wasted no time establishing control. His jab immediately became the centerpiece of the fight. Fast, sharp, and accurate, it snapped Villa's head back repeatedly before the Colombian could settle into any rhythm. Every movement looked effortless. Ennis glided across the canvas with supreme confidence, firing punches from angles that seemed impossible to anticipate. Villa attempted to close the distance, but Ennis appeared to be operating several steps ahead. His hand speed was breathtaking. Every time Villa tried to launch an attack, a jab or counter shot interrupted his momentum. The difference in athleticism was obvious from the start. Yet Villa remained true to his identity. Rather than becoming discouraged, he continued moving forward, determined to force Ennis into uncomfortable exchanges. The first round belonged entirely to the Philadelphia sensation. His jab dominated proceedings, and the crowd could already sense they were witnessing something special. But Villa had not come to survive. He had come to fight. As the early rounds unfolded, the battle developed into an intriguing contrast of styles. Ennis displayed the complete package. He boxed beautifully from the outside, used clever footwork to create angles, and mixed his attacks between the head and body with remarkable fluidity. Every punch seemed to flow naturally into the next. It was the kind of versatility that separates talented fighters from truly elite ones. Villa, meanwhile, continued pressing forward with stubborn determination. Whenever he managed to close the distance, he looked for opportunities to land uppercuts and hooks inside. Occasionally, he found success. A right hand here, a sharp uppercut there, moments that reminded everyone he was not simply a punching bag. In fact, there were stretches where Villa's aggression forced Ennis into exchanges that answered some of those lingering questions about his durability. The Colombian landed clean shots, the type that would have troubled many fighters, yet Ennis absorbed them without panic. His composure never wavered. He responded immediately with combinations of his own, refusing to surrender control. By the third round, the fight had become increasingly entertaining. Villa's willingness to engage created openings, but it also exposed him to Ennis's extraordinary offensive arsenal. Uppercuts split the guard, hooks wrapped around defenses, straight shots pierced through narrow gaps. Every successful attack seemed to showcase another dimension of Ennis's talent. The crowd could feel the momentum building. This was no cautious boxing match. It was evolving into a showcase of elite skill mixed with genuine danger. Round 4 offered another glimpse into Villa's toughness. He absorbed punishment that would have discouraged most opponents, yet he kept marching forward. There were moments when his pressure created problems. He landed a jab that briefly caught Ennis's attention and continued forcing exchanges at close range. But for every punch Villa landed, Ennis answered with several more. His punch selection was exceptional. A body shot here, a counter left hand there, then a rapid-fire combination upstairs. The precision was remarkable. It wasn't just about speed. It was about timing, placement, and understanding exactly when to attack. As the rounds continued, The cumulative effect of Ennis's work became impossible to ignore. Villa remained dangerous, but the punishment was beginning to add up. His face showed signs of battle. His reaction slowed ever so slightly, yet his determination remained intact. The fifth round brought some of the most compelling action of the fight. Villa sat down on his punches and launched powerful hooks, attempting to change the fight with a single shot. Questions had long surrounded Ennis's chin, and Villa appeared determined to test it. The exchanges were fierce. Villa landed punches that would have earned respect against any opponent. Ennis answered with combinations delivered at astonishing speed. Right hands cracked against guards. Left hooks whipped around defenses. Neither man appeared interested in backing down. For a brief moment, fans witnessed exactly why this matchup had generated so much excitement. It was elite talent colliding with relentless courage, technique battling determination, precision meeting pressure. And then came the sixth round. This was the moment the fight began shifting from competitive contest to unforgettable performance. Ennis increased the intensity noticeably. The punches arrived faster. The combinations became more vicious. Villa continued pressing forward, but the cost of doing so was growing heavier with every second. Then it happened. A devastating left hook to the body landed with sickening precision. Villa's reaction revealed the impact instantly. His legs betrayed him. Before he could fully recover, Ennis unleashed another brutal sequence. A crushing right hand connected cleanly, causing Villa's knees to buckle beneath him. The crowd erupted. For the first time all night, Villa appeared genuinely hurt. Ennis sensed the opportunity and attacked with ruthless efficiency. Punches flew from every angle. Hooks, uppercuts, straight shots, all delivered with frightening speed. Villa desperately tried to survive, attempting to hold on and buy precious seconds. Yet even while absorbing punishment, he refused to surrender. It was a remarkable display of toughness. Many fighters would have collapsed under the assault. Villa somehow endured. The bell arrived like a lifeline. Back in his corner, the Colombian had survived the storm, but the fight was slipping away. Meanwhile, Ennis looked calm and focused, as though he knew the finish was only a matter of time. Round 7 resumed, with Villa still marching forward despite everything he had endured. His courage was undeniable. He continued throwing punches and searching for opportunities. But Ennis now seemed fully in control. A sharp uppercut snapped Villa's head back. Another right hand followed, then another. Each connection drew louder reactions from the audience. Every punch carried the feeling that the end could arrive at any moment. What made the performance so impressive was Ennis's ability to combine aggression with composure. He wasn't recklessly chasing a knockout. He was systematically dismantling a durable opponent. Every attack served a purpose. Every movement was calculated. Villa's toughness transformed the fight into something extraordinary. Rather than folding, he kept pressing forward. He absorbed punishment that bordered on unbelievable and continued looking for opportunities to land his own shots. But toughness alone can only carry a fighter so far against greatness. By the 8th round, Ennis was putting on a masterclass. He switched seamlessly between offense and defense. His reflexes appeared almost supernatural at times. Villa would launch a punch only for Ennis to slip just outside its path before responding with a blistering counter combination. The crowd appreciated what they were witnessing. This was not merely a fighter winning rounds. This was a rising star demonstrating every aspect of his skill set on a major stage. Uppercuts exploded through Villa's guard. Hooks crashed into his ribs. Straight punches landed, flush, yet somehow the Colombian remained standing. Every time it seemed impossible for him to continue, he found another reserve of courage. Every time Ennis landed a combination that looked fight-ending, Villa answered by moving forward once again. His resilience became one of the night's defining stories. The 9th round felt like the final chapter. Approaching, Ennis continued applying pressure, while Villa refused to abandon his mission. The exchanges remained dramatic. Punches landed from both fighters, though the cleaner and more damaging work overwhelmingly belonged to Ennis.